The House of Reps has resolved to investigate the activities of illegal financial technology companies and mobile application lenders who threaten debtors for failing to repay loans. At plenary on Thursday, the House mandated its Committee on Banking and Currency, Financial Crimes and Telecoms to investigate the alleged sharp practices and abuses by fintech and online mobile digital loan apps and companies in Nigeria and report within 4 weeks. Let's talk about this development for a bit. I'm asking you, by the way, I'm asking you, are mobile application lenders helping to reduce Sapa in the country? Sapa is. A quick Google search reveals that. For the conversation. And my guest, once again, John Lagos, is the co-founder, chief executive officer, managing director of Sytiamo Technology Limited, micro-lending institution, a banker, economist, strategist, head agency, banking with the Access Bank Group. He's gone to 22 years of banking history as well. Ogbaa, good evening to you. Welcome to the show and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Dayo. And I want to greet all your listeners. I don't know if I'm very audible. Can you hear me well?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you for inviting me.
All right, let's get straight to it then. Let's start with this mobile application lenders or mobile application money lenders. You find their ads all over the place on the internet, on social media sites, offering loans that can be processed swiftly in under 24 hours. You get a credit alert and all of that. These entities, are they legal entities, and the services that they render, are they legal as well?
Okay, yes. The answer is yes and no. The yes part is that yes, they are legal to the extent that they don't take money from anybody. So for you to be a CBN licensed institution, you must be licensed by CBN. That's the only way you can take deposits. Some people wonder why a commercial bank called deposit money bank. Deposit money bank means that you are licensed to take deposits, and those deposits are insured by the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Company, NDIC. So these fellows, they are not licensed by CBN, but to the extent that it is their money that is at risk, that's why you can't say that they are doing illegal activities as it were. And secondly, they are not mostly based in Nigeria, and some people will find that strange. You might not believe it, but most of them, especially these ones that have been called out by your good self and by the authorities, they are not resident here in Nigeria, but they operate in Nigeria because they are virtual. They give you money virtually, and you pay back virtually. You don't go to their office, give them money and all that. So we'll get to the heat of it, but that's the answer to your question.
All right. When you say that some of them or many of them are not registered in Nigeria, what does that mean really? And how are they not registered or located in Nigeria and they're able to carry out their business dealings or transactions in Nigeria?
Okay. Dayo, do you remember a company called MMM? Do you remember that Ponzi scheme called MMM?
Mm-hmm.
MMM owner was not a Nigerian. He was not registered in Nigeria, and he carried out that huge Ponzi scheme from Russia. He was a Russian, and he did all he did without putting his foot down here in Nigeria or being registered in Nigeria. So if you could understand that, you can also understand where these people are coming from. They have foot soldiers, no doubt, but the main operational base is not here in Nigeria. And I will explain to you why. You mentioned something in your intro that they get people, some you don't even know, and they start sending you stuff. How did they harvest that information? So they use social media engineering, as it's called, to harvest this thing. So in the terms and conditions, D&C, that the borrower signed, one of the things to inadvertently give them approval for is that they have the right to use that social media connection. So once you borrow from them, threatening you. They have a lot of people that don't pay back. We'll get to that. But a whole lot pay back. So when you get that notification, maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 have defaulted. But how about the other 8? So they're able to make their money from the other 8. And you start down to wonder, why do they give other people if they are being owed that much? Because the money they are taking, the repayment from the people that are regular in payment, far outweighs. They can make more money from that than this. Think about it. They don't have operational base. They are not running diesel. They are not running generator. They are not paying rent. They are not doing all that. They are just based on the fact that a whole lot of people pay back. But from those people that pay back, they can take the nonsense of a few people that might not be able to pay. And they start doing all these nonsensical things they are doing to embarrass you, to tell you are dead, you are this and that. A few people will be embarrassed and declare and pay back. So that's their model, the model to grandly of these guys. That's how they operate.
All right, still trying to understand the yes and no part to the question I asked you as to the legal status of the activities. Even though you explain that they can't take money, give out their money, does it mean that I can... Now, does this also imply that there is thus no regulation of their activities at all?
There is. You see, in Lagos State, for instance, you need a micro-lending license by Lagos State to be a micro-lending business. Otherwise, if Lagos State government notice or finds you that you are doing lending without license, you will be penalized. You will be shut down. You can only be shut down. They can penalize you if they can have your address, you have a physical location, they can hold you as it were. Remember what I said in the beginning. These guys are virtual. How do you penalize somebody you can't touch, somebody you can't see, somebody that is virtual? The same way when MMM packed up, who did you kill? Who did you take to jail? Nobody. This is a scheme, and that is why it is a dangerous thing. I'm very happy that you are bringing it up here. We are discussing it, and I'm sure the House of Assembly will also discuss it, and we'll get to the root of it. To solve the problem, you need to use technology to bring down their website. You need to use virtual means to bring them down. If it is feasible, you want to go and jail them. Who are you jailing? They are not here. I don't know if that makes it a bit clearer.
Yes, it does. Now, Michael, you are, if I may say, a seasoned banker. You've got well over 22 years experience in banking. You rose to very top positions in the industry before you set out to co-found Sytiamo Technology Limited, a micro-lending institution. So you are still in the business of lending, by the way, and helping grow people's businesses. Now, with all of this experience that you have, is it safe for persons to patronize these mobile application money lenders?
It is not safe. Let me profile the people that take money from these people. The people that take money from these guys are desperate people. Very, very desperate people. Their interest rate is out of this world. They charge you 10% flat per month. That is 120% per annum. What business can you possibly put these loans into to be able to repay? So it is a very unfortunate situation. It is not very easy for the borrower to repay because the interest rate is cutthroat. I don't know how else to explain it. Even the micro lending we do as Sytiamo Technology Limited, because our cost of fund is high, we take high interest rates because we don't have low cheap funds to give. Imagine doubling or tripling that. It is not possible. You know, when Ponzi scheme people come to you and say,
Michael, please hold that thought. We must go for commercial break now. Stick around. Hard Fact return to the moment.
For more talk, news and sports, Stay tuned to Nigeria Info.
We'll be right back.
Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek in the bowl.
Hey there! Catch up with all your Christmas shopping with massive discounts from Hyper City. Save big on groceries, wine, food and pastries, fresh meat,
Minutes to go before 6 p.m. Major news is up at 6. Our conversation continues, however. The House of Reps has resolved to investigate activities of illegal financial technology companies and mobile application lenders who threaten debtors for failing to repay loans. At plenary on Thursday, the House mandated its Committee on Banking and Currency, Financial Crimes and Telecommunications to investigate the alleged practices and abuses by fintech and online mobile digital loan apps and companies in Nigeria and report within 4 weeks. Joining me via phone for the conversation once again, my guest is Michael Ogbaa, CEO, Sytiamo Technology Limited. Michael, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remember, you can join the conversation. We're live on Facebook, live on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. Call at the appropriate time 0700 923 093. Michael, before the break, you were responding to a question I asked you, which is, judging or rather considering your long-standing experience in the banking and finance industry, which you are still very much a part of, having floated your own company, would you recommend, is it advisable for anyone to patronize this mobile application lending, money lending outfits?
And I responded that no, I wouldn't recommend to patronize them. Number one, they are illegal to that extent. Number two, their interest rates are too high. Number three, I would rather you go to where you meet physical people and have physical dealings with people. And number four, don't allow them to abuse the privacy and the confidentiality information or big tech, which is the hallmark of banking. A banker does not disclose who your guarantor is, who your sponsor, whatever, and which is why they are presently violating these confidentiality issues. That I know Dayo does not mean if Dayo is owing, Michael should be harassed, as it were. And let me say something for those of us that might think, okay, so how do they give Naira if they are in Russia? The truth is that if CBN wants to clamp down on them, yes, it can be done. But it will require a little bit of investigation and all that, because they set up bank accounts from which in Nigeria, from which they do all these transfers. And like I said, they also have a few food soldiers that they are using. But the bulk of the activities they carry out are done outside Nigeria.
All right. Now, what I'm taking or sensing from what you're saying, your response thus far, is if the practice of threatening and defaming their clients and embarrassing them by sending messages to their contacts, I suppose you're saying that's unethical and that's wrong.
Yes.
All right. By the way, you're welcome to join the conversation right now to investigate and look into the activities of these mobile application money lenders.
Like I said, they have to finish with their report. But if they should involve TSS, they should involve the cyber security, that is the office of the security office of the Federation. Everybody involved they should have a committee that should be able to solve the problem, because it's not something one arm can solve.
But those who patronize them, why do you suppose they are quick to patronize them rather than patronize, registered legal financial outfits like the regular banks? We've got micro lending outfits such as yours as well. Why would they rather go to these mobile application money lenders?
Because you collect the money from the comfort of your phone or from your house without going anywhere. So their money in both is easier to collect because it's virtual. So when they ask you to fill in this form, it's not free. They ask you to approve T&C the conditions, the terms and conditions. You quickly type OK. And remember, you're paying 10% flat a month. You're paying some ridiculous way. Decide what to do as we say here. You have to pay to get money, and you seemingly will not involve other people as it were, not knowing that you are causing problems for yourself and for others eventually.
Oh, let's go to the phone line. We got welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, Dayo, good evening.
All right, go on.
Well, I've heard you talk about the scheme and the guests. Very expository and interesting. We have to say the truth. If you look at the financial system in Nigeria, it's a completely failed one. That young man over there at the other end isn't talking and putting all the issues on the table. And they wouldn't tell us the processes, the procedure, and how difficult they make people who come to lend money, the difficulties they make them pass through. People have found this system very easy and slow, though their rates are very high. I have run a couple of businesses and have been to commercial banks and microfinance banks. Not even a positive response, and all my businesses are highly and very successful. I had to bootstrap my business because I couldn't get loans from any of them. I'm not talking about that. Somebody wants to start a business with 150,000 naira or 100,000 naira. The commercial banks will say no, they cannot afford it. No, that's too small. You go to the microfinance bank, they are giving you a whole lot of cock and bull stories. Nothing is realistic. Nothing is not bringing you very big ones. So they know they have it. And for the smaller people who are coming up, so people find systems that are very easy and they take the risk. So I think they can afford to give to me, and the interest rate is 10 or 20%. Meanwhile, I had followed these people for 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and there is no response. So they'll say, oh, your turnover is this and all of that. Goodness me, then when you finish running that business, you will go back and put the money in the commercial bank, and they will use to do their business. So we're just funding them and they're making more money. So all of that they're saying is completely false and lie. What the House of Representatives should do, should look at this system, scrutinize them, take off the apps that are probably Ponzi or pose a risk to the Nigerian society. It's better come to say. Don't want to call the microfinance bank and they have failed the system completely. Thank you.
Michael.
Her anger and her pain. I agree with her totally. Nigeria has a dysfunctional credit system. It's a problem. It's all just to survive. So I feel her pain. It's a deeper conversation we will have in another segment, I guess.
We got Chibuzo from Artillery. Chibuzo, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dayo, good evening.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Dayo, I don't blame people running to these smaller financial institutions to get loans.
They are not financial institutions, actually. Just to be clear on that, but go ahead.
Okay, what do you call them? Sorry.
They are simply mobile application money lenders. Doesn't make them a financial institution. Mobile application money lenders doesn't make them a financial institution.
Okay. Okay, sorry. So if I see anywhere I can run to them now, right now that I'm in their need of cash, I've been targeting this. I'm a businessman. I've been targeting this business. I bank. Any need to mention any bank's name?
No, you don't have to mention the bank's name. Just go on.
Okay. I'm banking with one of these new generation banks for over 20 years, and I've been using them constantly. So I just ran to that place last week. I called my account officer. I went there to the office. I met him. I told him, look, this is a business I've been targeting. I'm there now, out. I just needed 10 million. And I said, how much do I have currently in that account? I said, I have like 2 million. I don't keep cash. Once I raise up to 10 million, I use it and buy property. I say I can bring the papers of the landed properties I have in Port Harcourt, where I'm building a house. I can bring the papers. I look for a friend of money. If that he will not encourage me to pursue this one, he won't. Honestly, I was devastated. I don't know what to do again. I said, I will deposit everything I have so that I can get this money. He said, he's not guaranteeing me anything. You understand? So if I have my way, I will go to these people and get this money and start up this business I've been eyeing for a very long time.
Chibuzo, before you go, I'll let my guest say something. Chibuzo, listen to for a moment. Before you go, I'll let my guest respond in a moment. But I want to say this to you. I know for a fact that some of the banks, some of the financial banks, if you visit their website or if you have their mobile applications, you can actually access a loan by yourself. You don't even need an account officer or any go-through person. Go to the bank's website. If you have an online login,
they won't give you that much from.
No, I don't want to mention. I don't want to mention any bank either. Chibuzo, just listen for a bit.
That's not what I want.
Chibuzo, listen for a bit. I don't want to mention any bank either, but I know of one for a fact that you can get that much. What they simply need to do is they will have gone through your account statement, your transactions, depending on the volume that you move periodically. You can get that much, even more than that.
Okay. Dayo, can you send me a DM, please?
No, I will not send you a DM, but I'll let my guests say a thing or two about this. Michael, can you go on, please?
Okay, thank you. You answered the part of the questions I wanted to answer, which is the fact that banks are not permitted to give loan without collateral. It's a law. Even for my sister that expressed her anger before, that is part of the reason the frustration is there, because the CBN that establishes banks makes it impossible for a bank to give you ₦1 without collateral. So let's start from that. So even this so-called microfinance institution, that is why it's difficult for you to collect money from them without collateral. But we'll have another discussion. For the gentleman that spoke, I understand where you are coming from. It is difficult. And the reality is that, like we are asking Tayo for his DM and all that, that's the only way to solve this problem. Organizations exist that fill this gap, which is why we are discussing what we are discussing. Assuming the banks are functioning the way they are supposed to, we will not have this problem. But the reality is that, yes, that problem exists, and it will be solved. So don't worry, we'll find a way around solving this problem, because money has to go to those that need the money.
All right, Michael, we've got a question here. Godfrey from Rumamasi, please hold on. I'll be with you shortly. Good evening, Dial. Please ask our guest if they can access your account and defraud you because they ask for your BVN. A similar comment over on Facebook from Samuel Chiolu goes, Dial, good afternoon. This is an interesting topic. Do you know I borrowed from one of the lenders? After paying my loan with all the payment information forwarded to them, they still went ahead trying to remove same amount from my account because they have all my account details. But they failed because I was smarter than them as I emptied the account. Some of them are criminal-minded because before you are given any loan, they must have access to all your account details, including your secret code. By the way, do they ask for that much information, BVN, PINs, and all of that? And is it advisable to give such information to these persons? And is there a chance of being defrauded by them as well?
Yes, Dayo, anything Russia, with all due respect to that country, is prone to some level of fraud. I just mentioned MMM and a whole lot of things. These guys can go to any length. So I wouldn't remove the fact that fraud can happen. That's one. Then, secondly, regarding BVN, please, I'm begging your audience, any institution that is not licensed by Central Bank of Nigeria, don't give them your BVN. No matter how, whatever they say, please don't. It is not right. You will live to regret it. Don't give your BVN to any institution that is not licensed by CBN. Thank you.
All right, go on with. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Good evening, Dayo.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I've actually, I just listened and I've been enjoying the conversation. I've also got a reaction of some of your callers. Actually, I work in a commercial bank, and I like to say that, I don't know, surprisingly, when somebody said that banks are not giving loans, are not making loans easy, people forget that part of the reason why bank exists, or part of the reasons, or part of the ways banks make their money is by giving out loans. So there is no bank that would not enjoy giving out loans and making money on the loans. And of late, which I am happy that you are tasted to, almost all the banks now have short code that they've been advertising. You can dial and get loans. I'm sure there is no commercial bank now that you cannot dial their short code to get money. But I know a lot of persons are not able to do that for a lot of reasons. For instance, if you have a bad loan somewhere, or a loan you've taken somewhere you've not been able to pay back, you won't be able to get any of those loans, because when a credit check is run on you, you're a bad borrower. And the truth is that many Nigerians see bank loans as their own share of the national cake. And you can also be very surprising. Most of the people that go to these online borrowers, they rush there because they think, okay, there's no fees, these people don't know me, I'll just collect the loan and disappear, not knowing that it will have all of these consequences. Banks do give loans, and I know everybody knows that on television or radio stations, you see banks advertising their short codes to give loans.
borrowers, they are very poor people borrowing. They will borrow from here, they will not pay back, and they will want to go to another place to borrow. When you have a bad history, currently no financial institution can lend to you, and which is part of the major reason. Or when you don't have a banking culture, some people do their business, they don't pass their money through their accounts, but they are doing very good business. When you don't have any history of good business in your accounts, no bank will listen to you. These are some of the key issues. But to say banks are not giving loans, I don't agree with that. And I know all of us know that is not true. Because every day we see banks advertising their short code for people to borrow. Apart from the structured loans you can go to the bank and get. That's my opinion on this, Dio.
That's all. Thanks for calling then. Chukuma from GRA. Hi there, go ahead.
All right, Dio, I'm enjoying your discussion. But I can tell you that I've had that experience. Banks give loans to people who do not need it. Or they want to give loans to people who do not need it. Then the people who need it, they don't get the loan. I could remember 5 years ago, I needed a loan from bank to solve a very serious issue. My salary account, they refused to give me. Say this thing is coming, my salary is coming as USSD or something like that. It's not coming as salary. But it started with go and get a letter from your HR and all of that. I got all these things. They now started talking other things. But I later opened a business, and the business has been doing very well. Every morning, I got a call. I'm calling from Tuesday Bank. You have a 7 million. You can get up to 7 million naira. Just fill a paper. You don't even need any collateral. Don't need anything. Just fill this thing now. We'll give you the money before evening. Every time they stop it, I've told them I don't need the loan now. So the point is that they give loan, but they give it to people who don't even need it. Beg them to take. There are a lot of people that are taking them to come and take loans. They are taking me. They've been calling me to come and take 7 million. I've refused to take. Then that of my salary, because my salary has increased, every time they are telling me that I can access up to 1 million or something like that. So that is just my experience. Thank you.
All right, Chukuma. Well, Michael, we have to wrap this up right now. Your final words, please, before we move on.
Okay, my final word is people should be very careful that you're borrowing money. Please borrow with the intention of paying back. Go to the conventional commercial banks or microfinance houses or people that have license if you don't want to regret it. And the house to go ahead and do what they did. Thank you, and God bless you, Dio.
And that to wrap for this conversation. Thanks for joining in, especially my guest, Michael Ogbaa, is a banker, economist, CEO, Sytiamo Technology Limited. Michael, many thanks for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Got a commercial break coming up shortly, and top of the hour, we've got the major news at 6 p.m. If you've missed out on contributing to any of the matters discussed on the show today, I'll be taking your thoughts afterwards during the open season segment. Every matter discussed on the show, my rant from earlier on, today's star comment as well, up for review once again till about 7 when the show comes to an end. So stay tuned and compliment to the season once again.